Alright, and let's go ahead and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel, where today we're actually going to be checking out a game I've been very excited for probably a couple of years now. This is Nightingale. If you're not familiar with Nightingale, this is a open world survival crafting game that takes place in a fantastical Fae realm. And it's kind of a Victorian setting things, and you'll be able to notice immediately what I mean when I say Victorian when I show you my costume here. Believe it or not, this was actually a Twitch drop that I just got access to just recently, and I would wholeheartedly advise that if you are into Nightingale and you want to get some cool clothes, you definitely go take advantage of the Twitch drop immediately, because I've actually spent the last several hours building up my base, because typically these survival crafting games are of a slower pace when you first start the game up, and this was no exception. This game was extremely snail's pace when it came to how you unlock things at the start. But that being said, one of the major goals was to get a gear score of 20, which is right here. It is showing that I have a gear score of 20, but mine has to be much higher, because part of the Twitch drop was it gave you a set of clothes, this hat, this jacket, these bottoms, gloves, and boots, all of a major quality right out the gate. They give you free. Like, all you have to literally do if you actually do the Twitch drop, which is available for the next couple days, by the way, is you just click on rewards, and then boom, I got it. Like, there we go. Like, I just got the dress. So if I wanted to wear a dress, I could totally come in here and just like, boom, dress. Matter of fact, I'm wearing the dress. I'm gonna do that for a little bit. That sounds a little bit fun. So that being said, I have spent approximately, I would say, about 2, 3, maybe a couple more hours building up my base. It's not much to look at just yet. I built 2 floors. I have my cook fire up here, a bed right here. It's actually your respawn point. I have my anvil. Some baskets that I've actually sorted, by the way. Like, I actually sorted. This is my rock one. This is one for food and animal stuff. This one's for enchanting thingies. This one's for wood and fiber and stuff. And then I built all the available workstations that you can build. So what I'm going to do is we're immediately going to kind of jump into what it is we're supposed to be doing to begin with. Instead of like going through the usual song and dance of the first impressions of the startup, because it is rather slow. So a couple things. We are immediately going to go ahead and start pulling out our umbrella, because you see there's a wet meter, but you get an umbrella to keep you all dry and shit. But there is some caveats to there's not caveat. There are some special bonuses. There is going to be some pop-in. I am playing in a performance mode. For whatever reason, the game really hates me trying to use a face cam, which I've also disabled. And the game is in early access. I will state that outright. Game is in early access. If you're not a fan of early access games, you might want to go ahead and put a pass up on this one. I have been excited for it for quite a number of years. So obviously, I'm going to jump into it. But yeah, this is an early access title, which means that things are only going to improve, hopefully. I should have rested in bed. Actually, I'm going to go back to my base real quick. And we're going to go upstairs to our bed, because when we go to the bed, you'll notice under my health bar, the red bar down there, there's kind of a moon symbol with a cloud there. That means that I can rest up and hopefully have a little bit more endurance for that. At nighttime, you can opt to have yourself a long rest and skip through the night, because let me tell you, night in this game is very dark. Very, very dark. I actually think that's something they're going to have to tune in the near future, because you have a torch, and you can bring that torch out at nighttime if you want. You can swap it out for the umbrella if you want, or vice versa. And the thing is that when you have that torch out, I really kind of feel like it's a detriment rather than a tool, because I feel like it's brighter when you put the torch away, and then when you bring it out, it makes things much harder to see. But of course, being able to see. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these boars for their materials. Alright, so we killed these both, and because I'm using the hunting knife, by the way, I can go ahead and scavenge these bodies and get some meat, as well as some leather, which is good. The thing about this game is that leather and meat come in all sorts of tiers, and based off of the type of meat and the leather that you have, can determine the stats that you get when you're doing certain things with them. Like such as this leather, for instance, it seems as this is prey pelt leather or hide. So if I were to use this to increase something, my character, it's going to be stamina based off of this. It says get 10% stamina and stamina regeneration whenever I'm using it as a crafting component. Same thing with the meat. If I were to cook this and make a hearty meal out of it, I'm going to get stamina multiplier and stamina regeneration. Whereas if I were to use predator meat, it's a health-based thing. And I do want to try something out, by the way. It says I got these climbing axes. I don't know if you can actually climb with them. It doesn't look so. And I have no fucking clue what this thing is, and I'm not going to attempt to fight it. It looks like a Wendigo, which is amazing for a number of reasons. Number one being Wendigos are one of my favorite folklorish creatures in all of folklore. And in all honesty, I think they get a bad rap because there is not enough Wendigo content out there in the world. They're just like better werewolves, and I will fight you on that. If you do not think the Wendigos are cool and you think werewolves are better, you're wrong. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so one of the other things I was telling you about is that the umbrella has a cool feature, which is that you can straight up just glide through the air, Mary Poppins style. I like that. Of course, it does use stamina like literally everything else in the game. But it's a good way to get down from a high surface if you think you're going to take yourself a pretty good fall. Keep in mind, though, you do in fact have to have the umbrella equipped to take the advantage of the glide. I understand why that choice was made, and I understand why the umbrella is an item, because they want the elements to be very effective against your character, such as getting wet. I'm sure you can get sick from that sort of deal. So it's a good thing to have the umbrella out, but I do kind of wish the glide feature would just like take your weapon out of your hands and use the umbrella actively just by hitting spacebar like you normally do whenever you go gliding, and then as soon as you land, pull your weapon back out. Just because it's a little cumbersome to have to concern yourself with whether or not you are going to hurt yourself and needing to swap different things. So we are currently making our destination, by the way. If you're unclear as where we're going, we currently have a mission called Unlock the Schematic for the Antiquarian major card. And I assume that's this direction because I actually built my base in the wrong spot. There are NPCs on this map, and there's a place called the Antiquarian of Power. And that is over here in the northwest section of the map. I am currently right here, which means I'm going the wrong direction. And there is my companion, I guess, still stuck back there. She'll join us. She teleports from here to there. As you uncover new places, they will dot the map. They don't preemptively dot the map. You have to find them, and then it'll mark them for you. We are currently looking to head over here. I'm just going to put a top hat right there. So, is it not? Did it not? I mean, it did, but... So why didn't it put it on my thingy? I guess it doesn't feel like putting the marker there. What's the point of putting the marker if you can't have it put on the compass? Either way, we're gonna have to head all the way to the west over here. This right here in front of us, not too far away, is the portal. So in this game, there are different biomes that you can visit. As you can tell, this island is a fairly large island, but it's also not a huge island. The amount of time I've been talking, which is about 10 minutes, we went from here to here. This is a forest biome island. The way you go to other biomes is through these things called portals. Now in this game, you collect what's called realm cards, which you can then take to these portals, and using these portals, you can slot in the realm cards. If I want to go to a deserty region, I can use a desert card as well as another resource card. That part I'm a little unclear on because I've not traveled to another world just yet other than through the tutorial. And it is there that you're able to venture into different biomes and go exploring, further out. It looks like we have ourselves a little cache here. Here's some wolves, and we're also getting invaded Where's that wolf going? Oh, he's running away from these guys. So it is an action combat thing. I'm actually going to go after this guy, because he tends to throw bombs at you. And it's not raining anymore. I want to try out these climbing picks, because they are like the second strongest weapon that I have. And I realize now that the audio is way too loud. I didn't even do any adjustments. There we go. That guy's dead. Let me see if I can do any more audio adjustments. I will do. We'll do that. Hopefully that should help out a bit. As you kill enemies, you'll get all sorts of things like gunpowder. Because there are guns. This is a high fantasy game, and it is Victorian setting, which means it's got that industrial revolution feel to it whenever you're using certain things. But you do have to build yourself from scrap. The general goal and premise of Nightingale is that there is some sort of corruption that caused everybody in the world to basically be thrown into these chaos worlds, and you lost contact with the titular city, Nightingale. And your goal is to try to get back to that city by visiting realms and restoring things back to the way they were. So here we open up a chest, and we have a couple things. We have a healing potion that we can use and we'll put on our action bar. There's a stamina potion, and then here's a thing. Here's the might card that we were talking about. Card's different effects. Play this card to increase your strength and carrying capacity at the cost of your tools, tools and clothing's durability. This card is stiff and heavy in the hand with the air of immense power. Wielding such great strength, however, takes its toll on one's belongings. So there are a couple of places in the game where you can actually slot cards into some machines, and when you do so, it can actually actively affect the world around you. What do we get from that? So I got that thing. I don't know if that meant that we didn't get anything because we received the reward available already, but there are certain places like this that I would consider like places of power. And once you've actually cleared out the place and claimed that power, it'll give you new unlocks to craft at your base. So we should be getting pretty close. Looks like we have a lot of boars here. We should be getting pretty close to our objective. Alright, so that guy's dead, this guy's dead. Let's see if we can get this boar too. I'm assuming he's coming for us. We can side dodge. And of course, this game does have weak points. So if you can manage to hit them in the weak points, you will then benefit greatly for that. There is a carry weight system in this game, even though it's kind of divided. It's kind of weird, I would say. It's hit or miss for some people, I would assume. It's got bag space, because we do have a backpack. I have all these spaces to fill with that bag space, but I do have a carrying capacity limit. I would say that the base carrying capacity is slightly lower than I would like it to be, if only because you have to chop down trees and carry lumber and this, that, and the other. And the whole time I was doing that, I was having to offset all of my stuff onto a companion you can actually obtain for yourself, which is great, because it seems like the companion, and I could be wrong because she's currently stuck somewhere and definitely not following me around. She's definitely oh, there she is. She has infinite carry weight, or at least it seems like she has infinite carry weight. So if I want to just like drop off something on her because I am getting overburdened, I can come over here and just right click it and transfer everything over here. Because stuff do be weighing a lot. It looks like we are getting ready to run out of our food buffs, and our so food buffs are a very important deal at base level. I can't remember how much health we have. It's not 270. It's like a, let's say it's like 107 or something like that. It's fairly low. We'll let our food buffs run out just so I can show how important food is. The better the gear you have, the better your healthy, or the more healthy you are, and probably the easier for your survival. So it looks like our food buff ran out. We have 208. Was that what we had a minute ago? Was I lying? So we eat that, and it goes up to 245. And like that, we go up to, was that 270, I think? Okay. So roughly like a 60-something point health boost. And it stays active, of course. So we have, we finally made it to our site of power. This is the Antiquarian site of power. I'm assuming we gotta try to figure out a way to get inside. You again, always a pleasure. Hoping to make a trade? Or you just here? Or I'm sure there's plenty in your past I'd love to hear about. Let's see, have you heard any rumors? Let's see. I want to see if there's okay, so she essentially gives me the same information she gave me last time. Hidden away in the dark desert astrolabe is Victor Frankenstein himself, stalks the sands, looking for yet more corpses to desecrate into the pursuits of his unholy ends. So it seems as though if we were to head to the deserty biome, we could actually go meet Victor Frankenstein, which would be pretty cool. We are looking for a realm card. Specifically, we are looking for the Antiquarian realm card. Now, we are where it says, I believe, conquer the site to receive the means to open to Antiquarian realms. So we gotta see, it looks like we have a door here up at the top. I want to see if I can get inside. Other entrances to inside? Okay, so I can see through there. Okay, all these are barred entrances. There was some scaffolding. We could we can go up the scaffolding and see if we can get inside. I tried going up through the gates that are near the top, however, I got blasted trying to get through the door because it's electrified. So somehow my companion is up there for me. And then she's just like teleporting all over the place, I think. Okay. Can I get through here? She's like inside. How did she get inside? Is there a higher point I can get inside of this thing? Can I climb? No. I don't understand what's going on here. Because if I touch this, it's going to zap me. Oh, it lets me through. I just walked through it. Okay. So we're inside our first site of power, the Antiquarian site of power. Let's go scavenging around. So it seems as though getting into an Antiquarian site of power. By the way, can we kill these spiders? There's spiders in this game. I wonder if you can. So it seems that it's gear based, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So we're at the top of the ziggurat here. It looks like we have Combatant's Workshop. Play this card to craft tools that deal greater damage but offer reduced yield. Weight a card, play this card to increase damage you deal and efficiency of your harvesting while weighing down your body and limiting the efficiency of stamina. Ooh, that's not great. I wonder if you can re-roll these cards or salvage them for essence. That being said, another key component of this game is that you'll notice that all the weapons in the game have durability based on the little white bars below their icons. You can have 5 things equipped at a time for weapons, and then consumables over here. I wonder if you can actually equip this over here. Can I do that? No. So weapons, tools are only on this side. But if I want to repair something, anytime I have something I don't like, let's say I have some healing cells. You know what? Let's scrap these felts just, for science sake. I will extract this. It says I get 4 essence dust. Once I do that, I can determine how many I want to extract. And then down here is my source of essence. This is our go-all. This is your currency. This is how you repair things. So if I go over here to my simple hunting knife, for instance, I can then look at this and then repair it. There we go. And I instantly just remembered something I forgot to do at base, which was I was on the way to make a maul for my character. I wanted to really make like a blunt weapon, and I did not. So that's my fault. Alright, so we'll make our way down and watch as our companion teleports all over the place. First step of the initiate. Induction into the Order of the Red Cross Knights. When I stood at last beyond the fabled doorway, I saw my joy reflected in the faces of my companions, darkened only by the sorrow of those left behind. Welcome, sister, to the Red Cross Knights. He bowed his head, and I could scarcely believe it was to me he spoke. I lurched forward to a fumbling response. As the final squire entered, we began our descent, this place erected before any earthly being set foot in these realms. Empyrean Fae long ago placed their vast knowledge of the infinite into these chambers, that their kinsfolk, not ours, might learn to journey even further. Though we have distilled their abandoned wisdom into the form we understand, it is the sacred duty of the knight to protect humanity from our prophesized overreach and the disaster that would follow. And now that we've done that, we can give these guys disaster to follow. Just give him a big old pick to the head. And unfortunately, we took damage because I like reading and those guys were jerks. But what we can do, let's go ahead and use one of these cells I have. I'm going to go ahead and put this down here next to the shrooms. And that should heal us right back up. I wasn't really concerned because I know that the armor we got is actually fairly strong and decent. I'm also going to go ahead and pop one. You know, I don't even know if I really need food on my bar, because I can just open the bar itself. Oh, I can also... Can I put this in the Q spot? Oh, okay, I just put it in the Q spot. And then, yeah, I guess we can keep the food there. That's fine. But yeah, we're in a fairly decent spot still. I'm not going to complain about that. We healed mostly up, and I believe our character, yeah, we have a little bit of health regen, so he is doing the health regen thing on his own. Take out our climbing pickaxes, and making sure we check all of our corners, of course. And we also want to be looking out for fools who are trying to interrupt me while I am reading. We could be getting bits and pieces and clues to stuff. I do like the animation for running for the climbing pickaxes, or climbing axes, or whatever these are. Because he like chokes up on the handles a little bit when he goes running, which is a nice little thingy. I hear enemies. I do not see enemies. But when I see them, we're gonna dual wield pickaxes into their face. Alright, so we go that way. We have some stairs here. See, like, the companion teleporting everywhere is kind of a jarring thing, I think. So maybe that's something they'll work on as well. I like the companion tries to stay with you, and it's definitely useful in a fight. But, not ideal. So with this character, or with these weapons, there is no block button. There is a dodge button, though. What is the V key? See, the V key says it does something, but it doesn't specifically say what it does. I'm sure we'll figure that out soon enough. Gunpowder. Thank you. And we'll keep running around. Yeah, it looks like we're... Okay, I saw the essence trader over there, and I thought at first it was our companion teleporting back and forth in front of us and behind us. She's everywhere. It looks like... Why this torchlight all of a sudden? Oh. Wait a minute. The hell? Okay. So it was a little hidden alcove over here. I thought for a second we got teleported somewhere. A Maleficiate card. Play this card to plunge a realm into eternal night and increase the yield of the Bound's resources. So the Bound seems to be like the main antagonist right now. Play this card to increase the damage you deal as well as the damage you receive. Oh, so it's like a double-edged card. It's nice. Go ahead and grab that. And then we will start working our way even further down into the depths. We have ourselves a ramp here. Does that go anywhere? Oh no, I jumped over this earlier. Okay. So this is just like a natural other way down. I see. Oh god, what the hell is that? The lighting went just wacky right there. Alright, so it doesn't look like we have anywhere else we're going to go on this side. So we can keep on trudging further below. And it is getting rather dark here. I might go ahead and punch that person in the face. Oh, that guy just drops it. And it is so hard to see right now. This place is not well illuminated. We killed all those guys, so that's good. And here's probably what I'll mean whenever we get around to using our torches, is if I pull the torch out. I'm actually going to throw those instead. I don't know exactly what we have here, but it gets really hard to see in the dark. Oh, am I not hitting this guy? There we go. Alright, I think that's everyone. Picking up all this essence dust. Also, gunpowder. The targeting for picking up stuff can also be quite finicky, I've come to realize. This game is not without its caveats, but it is still enjoyable nonetheless. If you can make it around the game's shortcomings, which there are definitely some shortcomings, there's still plenty of fun to be had here, and I haven't even really gotten to the brunt of the game, I don't imagine. We're still using basic tools. I think I have actually gone up like one tier of tools, but either way, it's still fairly enjoyable. It looks like we need to... This the way? So there's mantling. That's good. Anything over here? Nope. So where is our goal? Oh, there's another pair of stairs over here in the corner. It looks like we are cold. Are we cold? Oh, we are cold. Oh, and actually we're out of our food buff as well. So being cold definitely is a detriment. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go downstairs. We'll continue going on down into the dark. We have some enemies. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the hunting knife. Oh man. They getting loco in here. I need to get my stamina up. Oh, he hits hard. Oh, and it looks like our ally is actually down. Alright, she is down. Can we help her? Oh, she's getting the crap beaten out of her. Can she deal with that guy? Oh, there's one more over there. Alright, he did. Alright. That was a much tougher fight than it needed to be, only because of the fact that we have no light source for real. First up of initiate introduction into the Order of the Red Cross Knights. As squires, you have known the Red Cross Knights only as a layperson does. Slayers of beasts, conquerors of the wild, interpreters of the inscrutable Fae. Though these legends are indeed truth, the hint of a smile none convey our real purpose. Stewards of these lands, shepherds of our people, preventing mankind from straying further than we are welcome, and preventing a decimation long ago for its hold. This is the duty of the Red Cross Knight. His place is slowed as we approach the innermost chamber. Not a sound came from him, but came from any but him, and even the tapping of boots upon the stone seemed to verge on cacophonous. Though you have much to learn, you have proven worthy of the mantle. In time, our history will become your history, our bonds will become your bonds, and our enduring legacy will be yours to uphold. Alright, so now that we read that, and I do like the little lore bits here and there, it's always nice. We're going to go ahead and pick up the materials. I don't understand why that's a thing, though. If you notice, anytime it picks something up, the torch gets put away. I do not know. Oh, we got a different type of ingot here, lacunas. Until now, the only ingot that I've run into is bronze. Or not bronze. Yeah, tin. I knew it was one of those basic metals that usually are in games. Oh, it seems as though we didn't eat all of our food, though. We'll go ahead and bring out our torch again. And it looks like we are at the bottom of said area. What do we got here? In the center of the chamber loomed a great mechanism, Fae construction. It resembled nothing I had known, even in fancy. Step forward and gaze upon our treasure, the first of many you will know in time. We each gathered hesitantly around the machine's central pedestal before an alien. Its pulsing magic captivated my mind and bid me to flee. The knowledge held within is all that separates the realms from those who would succumb to their dangers, and all that shields these blessed realms from those of impure intent. Place your hands upon the altar and see the realms embrace you. Take the very fiber of their making into your mind, that you may use mere ink to pull yourself toward them. Accept this power and call yourself a Red Cross Knight. More certain than ever before, I reached forward. Alright, pretty cool. Before anything else, I don't know what's going to happen when we touch the thing. Is there anything on the outside? Does not look like it. Anything on the... Oh, banister there. Okay. So, what is this crystal? Activate mechanism. Okay. What did that do? A fabled automaton knight. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna do some fighting here. Oh shit, he's right there. He does not take a lot of damage, that's for certain. Oh, am I bleeding? I'm bleeding, okay. Oh, we're taking some more bleed damage, that's okay. Ow. Did a little bit more than I was thinking. Did he hit me, or did I dodge and still get hit? Luckily for us, he's a little slow on the attack. And it looks like we can line of sight him a little bit to our benefit. Oh wow, that hit through the wall. And that's not bleed, we're on fire. Alright, so does he drop anything? And we have hope. And this right here is Puck. Puck is your guide through the Fae Realms. He's the one who saves you at the beginning of the game. And also kind of guides you a little bit. Let's go ahead and repair our dagger.
Oh, well done, Realmwalker. Well done. Your deed befits the title, and the wider realms are within your reach. Ah, but you feel I've foxed you, betraying no foresight of the dangers held within these walls. Listen, for I come with broom before, to sweep this dust behind the door. Though I did smirk, watching from the shadows, I was heartened to espy that my gifts are not wasted on thee. Our partnership blooms with the seal of a most fruitful requital. Assurances in hand, press onward. Mark inky images upon paper, and so direct the flow of the interrealmic void. Might I suggest, for your first foray, a forest augmented by your new antiquarian knowledge? There are others like you, lost refugees, strangers to these Fae wilds. So too are there more seasoned Realmwalkers who might point you toward Nightingale better than I. Go then, with newly fashioned cards. Awaken yonder portal, and tread on toward that which is boundless beyond the measurable.
And I have to say right out, by the way, the guy doing the voice of the Puck gets an A++ for voice quality. Like, he's such a captivating character to listen to. So for our next step, it looks like we need to craft both a forest card and an antiquarian card and traverse the Fae portal. Now that we've done this and got all the way back, I think we can go on to our base and look at crafting those cards. And then we need to bring them over here to this portal. Now that being said, whenever I journey to the next destination, I might look at redoing my base somewhere closer or central to like NPCs such as these guys right here where we're at here at the Antiquarian of Power. And the reason why I say that is because there's literally nothing else around me. I built it because that's where I spawned essentially, and did not even look at the map that already denotated where these essence traders, stuff like that, are like vendors and whatnot are. So we're gonna go ahead and jump back here. And now that we're back here, and by the way, notice how fast that teleport was. That was really fast. We showed up at our Estate of Power, and we're now back at our base. It is nighttime. I am going to go ahead and go up to the bed and do myself a long rest. And then I'll make it daytime and much easier and much more tangible to get through certain aspects of this game. We don't want it to be dark the whole time. That being said, we wouldn't have been in the dark that whole time if it hadn't been for the fact that I didn't. If I would have built my base closer, we probably would have been in a better setting. I also put wall sconces inside my house, and the reason for that is because when you're inside, even with windows, it gets pretty dark in here, and yeah, that's definitely something you should abide by. So, as you see, one of the things that he asked us to do was to build an antiquarian card and a forest card, which kind of dictate our next destination. So for these things, we need paper, we need ink, and then we have plenty of essence. But over here, we need more paper, more ink. So 2 paper, 2 ink. Both of which can be crafted at a bench, I'm assuming. Which bench would that be at? Can you craft that here? No, not here. I have a place to craft that. Not the saw table. Sewing? No. Ah, our mortar station. We can make alchemical ink. And for that, we need refined pigment and glass. And for paper, Where do we go for paper? I seem to remember thinking I saw paper somewhere. Oh, I didn't even know I had leather on there. Let me see where we got paper at. Aristocratic. Oh, so you can actually end up creating the armors and stuff that you make. Dashing top hat. Nice. I like that they actually add them to your inventory. Paper. So paper needs 2 wood bundles. So I need 4 wood bundles for the wood in general. Yeah, we only have 1 wood bundle. So we'll go out here and we'll chop down a tree. As you can see, I've pretty much been clearing the forest around me as well. Tree chopping and mining is pretty cool because you'll actually chop your way through the tree. And while I do have things on performance mode, usually it looks like you're like legitimately chopping away at the bits and pieces. So we got 4 wood, and she will pick stuff up as well. That's good. And we'll come over here to the saw table, and we'll make ourselves. We'll fill that up and we'll craft that, and now it's going to make that paper for us. Meanwhile, over here we need to make alchemical ink with refined pigment. Let's see what we got. Go ahead and craft that. And we also need glass, which I made glass. Glass is used by finding quartz. And then, what do I do with our glass? I thought I put it in with the rocks. Oh, there we go. And hopefully that's the ink that they're talking about. Because if not, then I messed up already. So we got, we should have 2 ink on us. Oh, we have 24 ink on us. Okay. I didn't know there was that much ink. Now let's see if we can do this. So, yes, it's gotta be. So craft a forest card. And you do have to wait for it. You can't queue things up as far as I can tell. You actually have to wait for the process to be finished. If you interrupt a crafting process, even if it's like at the last second, you have to listen for the tones to denotate whenever it's done crafting. If you don't wait for that, like, listen. Right there, that sound. If you don't wait for that sound, and you're like, oh, the bar's full, and you jump into something else, it'll be as though you never crafted anything when you try to craft something else. Alright. So the anti-carrying card is a go. Oh, by the way, I also wanted to make a maul. Where was I going to make a maul from? Oh, I make it in my inventory. I don't think I had all the ingredients for it the first time. It's under crafting. And makeshift maul. Let's see, where's that? I swear I had more than that. Oh, there we go. Maul. I need, what is this? Simple workbench, I can make it. I need 2 straps, 1 wood bundle, and 1 stone block. And I have exactly 1 wood bundle. Okay. So that should be able to make us our maul. Alright. I've made everything except for the simple fishing rod. Fishing is obviously a thing in the game if it's there. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Now that I've done all that, I'm going to deposit all of my items back where they go. I didn't even notice we had diamond. Nice. I'm going to put our earthy elemental items here in this box. I mean, no, that one's gonna go in with herbal stuff. I put all my potions and my sigil stuff in this box. Or one of this one. Not also mushrooms can go with me. And then this is the animal box where I've been putting animal pieces at. Then our tree and herbs and stuff have been going in this one. Okay, so now that we've done all that, we're free to go ahead and start our adventure over to the portal. I'm going to eat up. Our rest is pretty good. So we are good. Go ahead and repair this. Now we are full on our weapons as well. Oh, did I? Stonewall. I would really like to use the Stonewall. It's a very slow weapon, but what's the damage on this thing? 80 damage compared to the 48. Yep. I'm not saying this is the best way to go, but I want to smack stuff. So we are going to venture over to the portal. We should be over there very soon. And along the way, maybe we'll find some bad guys to punch in the face. And you can also laugh at me and how far distant I put myself from the portal and a variety of other sources. The good news about being where I'm at, though, if you want to look at the glass half full side of things, is that because of the fact that I'm having to trek through the woods and stuff like this, I am actually at the benefit of finding discoverable locations that I have not yet ventured to. I would not find other places, such as this mine that's right here. Last time I was here, and I've forgotten all about this mine, actually, so I'm glad we ran into it. This is another little dungeon. And that I couldn't get into because I guess you need a specific gear score in order to get into them. You can see the little door right there, and it is inside of a skull. So how cool is that? Hello. Oh wow, this guy does not take a lot of damage from the blunt side of things, but he does take a lot of damage from that. And I'm gonna go ahead and stab him and turn him into meat and potatoes. I'll make a fine feast later. And now we can go in here. Let's see if it doesn't push us back. Okay, so we are not strong enough to journey into there, I would assume. Okay, but we can check out the rest of this little ziggurat we got here. See if there's anything else around. This is actually not the place I thought it was, so I found something else entirely different. An old friend, Quartermain's diary. It came at last in the unusual fashion. I was in the midst of a fitful sleep when suddenly I appeared to stop before a thick wall of fog. The wall rolled up in front of me, and I saw a dark and ethereal scene. There lay a cavern formed of slick rock and stalactites. The floor below was coated in water, and in floated the reflection of glowing amethyst fungi. Almost in the center of the shallow lake was a flat platform of rock, scarcely peaking above the water. Suddenly upon that rock appeared a gigantic humbaba. Its eyes shone red and wickedly, and it stared right through me as if I were a shadow. Several bodies ran past me then, human and eager for the hunt. Their boots splashed across the lake, their mouths open with battle cries, but I could hear nothing. Even when I attempted a shout of warning, no sound produced. I watched helplessly as one by one they fell. Victorious, the humbaba let out a roar, terrifying though silent. Then that sinister wall of fog returned, and I awoke with a distinct pain in my thigh and a name on my lips. Janna. Alright, well. Anything else in here? Oh, we can actually break this stuff. What do we get? Oh, we get wood from that. Oh, nice! I didn't know that there were, like, you could, break stuff like that and get rewards for it. Is there anything else other than just mats? I guess not. So this is actually not the destination that I thought it was, because I was thinking we were coming up to a mine, but this is a skull. There is another destination, probably along the way. Anyways, we're heading toward the portal anyway, so we happen to find another mine, we'll do it. We'll take the case. We are going to keep on journeying forward, though. Looks like we have a strange sight in front of us as well. I can't wait till we get guns. And that's quartz, by the way. Anything with the shiny yellow pokey bits there on the rock, as far as I can tell, that's always quartz. Enemies getting spawned in. Where'd the other guy go? Is that all of them? I think that might be all of them. I heard a little tone that made me feel like a door opened up somewhere. Alright, so nothing here. But we do have a puzzle. And that one looks like it was a dud. It didn't really open anything or do anything for me. So nothing here. No doors from the backside open. That's a... How do you get up there? It's like it's inverted. I mean, it looks really freaking cool, don't get me wrong, but... Nope, not going up there that way. Maybe this way? It's a pretty nice little parkour puzzle. Not this is qualifies as parkour. This is Victorian parkour. It's slightly different. And it seems as though we are not of the level to go through that. I don't know how you tell that sort of information, if you are going to be able to traverse or not. But the game is very freely able to tell you that itself. I did see a destination over here we want to check out. And the only reason I'm willing to go off-road for this sort of thing is because of the fact that by uncovering these things, you unlock new crafting recipes. So we'll go ahead and take the opportunity to go on down here. We'll probably have to fight a couple of enemies, we usually do. I hear them already. I'm gonna take care of that guy. I don't like it when he throws grenades. Oh, luckily we don't hurt allies whenever we go swinging. I mean, it's not my fault, but still. I still don't know what we got there. It doesn't look like we got anything, but are there chests inside? Sometimes if you look at these walls like this, you can see cracks. And it needs a pickaxe specifically. I thought I dropped that there. There might be another entrance. See, there was another entrance right there, so it's whatever. Weighted card, moderate ambro melon potion. It gives us increased magic. So there is magic in the game. I haven't uncovered it yet, but it's there. We could probably sail over there. Hopefully we don't run out of stamina doing so. If we do, we'll cut the stamina of the glide short. So we're close to the ground when we drop. And I'll keep walking up. Hopefully we can get up here. Really? That felt like a very climbable surface to me. Oh, jerks. We'll go this way then. Wholeheartedly, this is my fault. for going exploring. You guys just want to give me the jump? I wonder actually. Damn, even with a dagger, you can't do anything here. See, with a dagger, you can actually like do like a dash. And I was thinking maybe we could push ourselves through the air with a dagger dash and the umbrella. But it turns out it doesn't have enough forward momentum. Can you swim in this game? You can, but it's awful. That's abysmal. Back up. Oh, there's a pirate ship over here. I'm down for exploring a pirate ship. So one thing to point out earlier that I just considered that I hadn't talked about is, if you can tell, it seems like as though enemies are resistant to certain types of armor and weapons and stuff. So in the case of the boars, they don't do well when coming up against, or mauls don't do especially well against them. All right, so we can see down into the pirate ship. My question is, can we get further down? And I can't climb these stairs either. I was thinking maybe I could fall below, but that doesn't seem to be the case either. Oh, so there's a door here. Oh, not getting in there. Alright. There's a bed there, though. That's nice. At least we're starting to dot locations around our map, which is nice, because if we make this our home world, or at least our home base for a while, we have other points of interest we can come to at a later date. Is that the same ziggurat? No, that's a different ziggurat that's standing before us. This is another place of power, I believe. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get into there. We're also out of our food buff, so go ahead and eat up. Bastille of Intellect. Okay. Let's see, so you can go in here and there's a how to play guidebook. On completion, oh, you see, a hope echoes locked within a Fae structure nearby. Fae pillars in the area pulse in sequence. Memorize and repeat the sequence for a reward. Oh, so it's like a puzzle challenge. We can definitely check that out if it'll let us. You know, we might not be able to get in at all. I'm probably sure if I could check the guide too, it'd probably tell me why I can't unlock certain sites. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the same site of power. Oh, there was something else over here called the Bastion of Intellect. Oh shit. I was not paying attention. Oh, that's it over there, I think. I feel like a Moran. Alright, so we have something here. Do they? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Hey, we did it. Love the music. And usually, if you come inside one of these things, because I've found like 2 of them so far, you'll always find a chest at the end of them. Potions, raw sapphire gems, and charm of force. Alright, I'm not specifically sure what charms do just yet, as I have yet to actually use one yet. Damn! Hit the sun in the face for 280, and that one got... I'm just handing out L's to these dudes right here. I hear another one. I guess he don't want to fight. That's okay. I wouldn't want to fight either if I just saw some dude slaughter my entire fucking family. So we'll go ahead and head on over this ridge over here and start heading towards the portal since we are so very close. And hopefully we'll get into a new version of this place for the Antiquarian. I know he says Antiquarian. This is a tomato thing, although I've never heard anyone actually say tomato. I believe I just grown up saying Antiquarian. So don't hate me for that one. So what is that? Looks like a little house. It is a little house. What's that? No, it's not. It's some sort of metal contraption. We should be not too far away from the portal. It is to our a little bit more the northeast direction this way. I see that I have a buff above my health bar. I don't... It's got like a skull symbol in it with a knife. Definitely don't know what that means. I'll have to look into that. And here we are. Now, whenever we get to the portal and activate it, we might have to deal with some enemies that come out. Luckily for us, I believe we are prepared in our best dress. So we'll go in here and we'll activate our Forest Biome card with the Antiquarian card. It looks like we had an Antiquarian. Did I make 2 on accident? And we'll go ahead and open up the portal. It might need some time to prime. If we see some red mist, we know that we'll have to fight some. I think we're going to have to fight some. The portal was a little bit more portal-y. Usually. There we go. There's the baddies. I love that we just rolled them. Yeah, like, they didn't die. I just hit them one time and they went flying. Like someone got clotheslined with an axe. How many waves we got here? We got some crawlers. Hello. Get him right in the nugget. And our portal's ready to go. This is taking a while. There he goes. Oh. And immediately reported directly in front of an NPC. It's going to take a minute to load in all the graphics. It looks like it took a hit to the FPS just loading stuff in. Aurelio Acevedo Ortega. Or Acevedo? I don't know. The archway, sparking to life, roused the dread in this weary head. Glad it was only you who stopped out. Hold a minute. I'd recognize that dangling chain from miles away. A Realmwalker's pocket watch. You carry their hermetic guidebook too. But you're no member of the Explorers League. I was given these tools. I suppose you'd say the same even if you weren't. Now, admittedly, I wouldn't know Quartermain's new as Geo-Arcane recruits, but I can see it in the dark of your eyes. You're an infant in these realms. A refugee fleeing the pale light hazard. Yes. I suppose we're all Realmwalkers now. Aurelio Acevedo Ortega is the name, Ambassador Explorer by the title, and 30-year Realmwalker by trade. While I'm resting my trotters, I've been told to make it my duty to help those lost be found wherever we are headed. I may indeed require that aid. I imagine so, though I find myself in the realms by choice. It seems the recent influx of visitors did not wish for the explorer's life. Forgive my ignorance, what do I know? Is there a way back to Earth? I'm making course for Nightingale. You are fortunate the city still breathes at all. However, with the portal network dismantled, your path to the City of Magic is a labyrinth of connections with no map. I cannot get you there, but I have a colleague, shall we say, whose mission matches your own, Nellie Bly. I know little about her concrete plans, but she was working with Quartermain, attempting to find a haven for those Nightingale. Surely is their destination. Let's see. You know how I can reach Nellie Bly then? I know where she is, but if Nellie learned that I sent an unprepared survivor on my perilous jaunt to find her, she'd grind my brain into sausage. And yet, I'm also not one for hand-holding. Call me a bygone Asterius, but it wasn't always so easy to earn the Realmwalker title. To prove you're up to the task, what say you to a series of 3 trials, the very same I underwent to obtain my Geo-Arcane membership? I suppose I could give it a try. You'd better find more confidence in your stride. The first trial is about assessing your surroundings. There are all manners of Fae ruins in this realm, and where there are ruins, there are secrets. The Fae hide valuable essences in their architecture, something to do with clauses and contracts. Realmwalkers were often hired to extract these materials. Well, that was a massive sneeze. So explore these sites and return when you hold the essence in hand. Ruins, essences, it's enough to get my head spinning. I admit, I'm treading near up to my neck. Whatever it takes to be Realmwalker. That's where we're going. From raw experience comes knowledge. When your trial is complete, I shall be here. Right then, essences. Off you go. Show me that what you're made of. Wear those boots well, and to hell with cowardice. Couldn't have said it any better. All right, so now we have a new friend to talk to. Does he offer any other services? Oh, I've completed my first trial. There we go. That explains you marching up like a peafowl. Have you plundered essences from the Fae ruins? I have, though not without trouble. I retrieved what I could, but I have no idea what it is. Essence chunk seems it's... It is called a trial for a reason, son. As part of your reward, I've given you a final essential Realmwalker tool, a Red Cross surveying spyglass, for scouting threats among the wilds. I found memories of my first spyglass as a boy. I have fond memories. Handle yours with care, and let it bring near what which hides far. As for those essences, can you feel the radiant energy resonating from them? Let's hope so, for they will become vital in your second trial if you are ready. Ready for my next trial. The second trial is a truer test. The objective is to match survival prowess with your penchant for exploration. Realm diving is the way of the walker, after all. You'd best have your realm cards at the ready. History is in your hands. You haven't told me what the trial is. This trial, unlike the last, requires some preparation. It entails a touch more danger, and you'll need to be well equipped. You'll need to improve one of your tools by crafting upgrades and infusions made of essence and a bit of dust. A fine use for what you scrounged up in your last excursion. Then comes the trial proper. With tool in hand, seek out a Fae tower or underground sanctum. At the culmination of any such construct, you'll find an artifact of great value. Claim it and return here. Should these wilds weary you in the interim, seek respite before pressing on. No more explanation necessary. Assignment understood. Remember, these Fae sites have long abandoned by their architects, but they are not without plentiful dangers and oddities. If you decide to brave a tower, you'd be remiss not to experiment with the fascinating prowess of a realmic transmuter. Take this minor card and see for yourself. I'll be back once the trial is completed. I'll leave you with a geo-arcane idiom to ponder. Truths reveal themselves to those who walk with curious eyes. They shall ponder it so. Now, do we complete this one? Nope, we have not. Okay. So that's it for the time being on those quests. It looks like we need to find our way to make a transmuter, craft an uncommon upgrade. Looks like that is the next thing on the docket for us. We can actually return back to our realm, and yeah, I think that's actually something we're going to end up having to do so we can make those upgrades. In the meantime, I think this is going to be a good stopping point for us so that I may take the time to do upgrades and everything else. But if you like the content and you want to see more of Nightingale here on the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the game. Is it something you've been waiting for as long as I have? Have you already picked it up? Have you been playing it? Have you taken advantage of the Twitch drops? Because you absolutely should if you're just jumping in fresh. There are only a couple of days left. I believe the promotion for the armor and all that stuff is actually the 27th. I could be wrong. As a matter of fact, I was watching a stream on my phone so I could activate the item, because you do have to watch a stream for a certain amount of time in order to get these rewards. Have I? Oh, hold on. This might actually slow down my fram rats a bit, but I'm actually going to check my Twitch thing because you actually have to log in and claim those rewards. So let me see if I actually get that. Let's see. It looks like I have to continue watching a little bit more of a stream from somebody else because I had 94% left on an 8-hour item. Which I'm very excited for, by the way, on this particular item, because the last item available for the Twitch drops is it's a Dachshund, which I own 2 Dachshunds. They are Piper and TJ, and they are amazing. And the last Twitch drop is actually a tiny Dachshund. It looks just like my smallest Dachshund, Piper, and it's wearing a purple top hat. Now, how can you not be excited about that? That being said, if you like the content and you want to see more from Nightingale, like I said, do all the things, and I will catch you all in the next video. Later.